don't feel like anybody read the disclaimer to me that I could end up covered. So wash out of your clothes?
No.
I'm ruined?
I told him it's done.
I'm ruined.
Yeah.
Damn it. It just is so frustrating. There's an absolute sense of developer's fatigue in a project this big when you know that you've got a lot of money on the line and a finish line and a deadline matters, and it feels like these guys are coming in to say, oh, I'm sorry, this insulation is just a few inches too much and you need to reset and redo everything. So we just are coming to the situation with different lenses. I'm looking at money and timeline and grand scheme, does this matter? And they're looking at what is giving you code. And at the end of the day, whatever they say goes. And so you just have to learn to swallow your pride, say yes sir, yes ma'am, move on, do what they say, and just work to finish the project.
But we're going to Home Depot.
For the first time ever, Shelby asked me to make a list. I just feel like I'm raising him right. He's learning.
Jam, countertop,
Here
faucet.
it is. List. Ooh, paint too, huh? Should we get paint today? I have the list whenever you're ready. Because I operate by lists.
Yeah, I mean, we can get the paint. If you want to get the paint. Yeah, so this is Amazing Gray.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Egg
Alabaster, white,
with egg finish.
flat finish.
Oh,
you always
flat.
want to go flat on your ceiling for the light. And you want an eggshell finish or a satin finish on your high traffic areas. So we're standing in the only part of a commercial build that has any kind of flair. The bathroom. Everything else is vanilla and boring and plain, and that's okay because it generates money. But I'm pretty pleased with the way it turned out. I really like the way this looks. This raw steel, this powder coated clear. I think it looks nice in the bathroom. Sink, countertop. We just have to get these put up in a mirror. It's kind of got a little attitude to it. I like it. It looks nice. We have an incredible real estate agent who is just in contact and knows how to put the pieces together. And he was able to get building 1 leased out before we were even finished with it. And building 2 was essentially leased out in its entirety before the shell had even gone up. So it was just amazing to see the speed and expediency that this project was needed in the area. It felt amazing to go to the bank to say, hey, it's leased out. There's really very limited liability on my end anymore. It's cash flowing. We're doing wonderfully. Can we maybe talk about another project? For building 1, from the time we broke ground and poured concrete till the time every tenant was in the door was 16 months, all in.
I mean, just look at this eggshell finish. What's this, Angel Kiss paint? Angel something?
Amazing Gray.
Oh, Amazing Gray.
Shelby likes to clown the shit out of my paint choices because I think aesthetics matter.
You got egg white finish. And what's
Okay.
this one? Sheen? Sheen?
That's eggshell and then that's semi-gloss. It's an inspired space.
Yeah,
Like
it's just like, oh.
you want to come to work here.
That
You're.
feels like they'll screw me.
I don't know.
And whatever, and the sponge finish, that just adds so much love to my heart. And, Amazing Gray.
Do you feel like he's being sarcastic right now?
Egg white, eggshell, this, what'd you call this one?
Semi-gloss.
Semi-gloss, Angel Kiss white.
I just think there's something to going to a place of work that makes you feel good about where you're at.
I mean, I could literally run everything now.
Thank goodness, it's hot as balls in here.
Yeah. No, I mean, just like the star thing.
In a new construction project, you would like to believe that everything that gets set and done is perfect and that there will be no problems with it. But a lot of the time, there's mistakes involved. Not a problem if you've got good subs. We had a quick plumbing issue in one of our projects. There had been a gasket that had leaked.
Our plumber came in, fixed it, took care of it, warranted his work. Not a big deal. Just something to be on the lookout for and to give a lot of grace and compassion for when you're working with these subcontractors. They're people too, and they make mistakes. Materials fail. It's not the end of the world. Everything can be fixed.
Hey guys, we're just going to interview.
Tenant called, got a problem.
Fucking water leak.
I gotta figure it out. So not only do we build commercial real estate, we manage commercial real estate. We don't know where it's coming from.
The sink seemed like it was leaking, but also seemed like it was coming from the toilet.
Wow.
Because there's water direction also.
Oh my God. Yikes. Oh yeah, for sure, bathroom.
Oh man, the fucking curtain. That's disgusting.
That's awful.
I smell good. I smell good.
Shelby's a little sensitive to smell. It's a mic call for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this goes beyond anything that we feel comfortable fixing or taking a look at. So we'll get the water shut off and then call our plumber and have him come take a look at it. He's pretty quick to get here, and hopefully he can get this fixed pretty quick because it's big. What exactly are you shuddering about?
I just smelled somebody's booty hole that I don't even know. You know, just like, it's disgusting. Like, I want to say, which one of y'all shit in this toilet and then flush? Because I just want to see what kind of character I just smell. You know, like, you a big fella or you a little fella? Clean, you're not clean. Yeah. I just...
Here's something funny. The municipality that we are working in, I don't know if there's like a dumpster lobbyist for this particular city where these dumpster guys come up and say, hey, we'll slide you some Hondos as long as we're the only ones on the approved dumpster list. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening, but I think maybe that might be a thing because we found the cheapest dumpster. This is for all our refuse, for everything coming out of the building construction process. We just had a dumpster on site. The guys are just throwing their trash away like good little people. And we get a write-up from the city for not having the right dumpster. Who knew? Who knew there was a list of 7 dumpster companies that I was allowed to use? And if you aren't on that list, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about not being able to make money because you didn't get into the Dumpster Lobbyist Association. It's a dumpster. That's the concern. That's what people are real worked up about. So the city comes at us, we have a dumpster here, and they come at us and say, oh, but it's not the right company that owns the dumpster. You have to get, there's only like 7 companies that are certified to have dumpsters in the city of Bryan, and you don't have one of them. So you need to haul off the dumpster you got on your grounds as soon as possible. So now this dumpster, same size, same color, same look, twice the price.
So now I gotta go around here and pick all the trash up because we were without a dumpster.
Yeah.
Week without a dumpster.
A very trashy week, it turns out. For some reason that week just happened to be
The windiest week.
just big piles of trash. This is where the dumpster was. Now we just have trash everywhere. So I feel like I'm backtracking here for all of the grief that I feel like I've talked about inspectors and how hard they can be to work with. There is a moment to step back and give a 30,000-foot view to the value that they give to a project without them stepping their foot in the door to make sure you're meeting the building code. A person coming behind me, perhaps to purchase this building, if those tags hadn't have been issued, they would have no idea what they were really getting themselves into. So this really actually helps protect people future buyers, as well as perhaps a person that was paying the bills to develop a project and maybe paying a general contractor who was maybe trying to slide one over on them and not doing what they should, maybe cutting corners, but then the developer themselves isn't on site to pay attention to know exactly what's happening. The inspectors kind of serve as law enforcement that help keep things regulated. Back at Hammermill. Oh, we have a sign.
Oh my God. Like
Shelby doesn't like that I say "What's up, hustlers," but I prefer to say that over "Hey guys."
I just want to get right to it. So today, it's Christmas.
Why is it Christmas?
It's got a little wrapping on it, you know.
We are putting the address numbers on the building, 2404. Originally, when we got permitted to get tenants in, so we've got 2 tenants already in, the city was totally okay with that and said, yeah, let her rip, you get your permit. But now they're saying, no, absolutely not. You will not get any kind of CO for new tenants if you don't get big letters up. So lucky for me, I've got a sign fabrication shop at my disposal. So we're gonna get it installed.
Yeah, and I would have put it up yesterday, but I knew I'd have to take it down and move it 4 inches to the right. So just wait a day and
Whatever. Haters
get
gonna
it done right the first time.
Haters gonna hate. What do you think? I feel like on the ridiculous. You can't work like this.
Level?
Ooh, down on your left just a little bit. Yeah, that's good. I hope that's good. Woo. That looks nice.
You like it?
Yeah. We have a steel fabrication company and we've been pretty successful within that arena. But I think that it's important for anyone who owns a business to begin with the end in mind. What's your exit strategy? What's your plan to make sure that if you kind of love, like, let's say plumbing, in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, I'm sure that you're gonna get really good at it and probably start making a lot of money, because we all know that these industries are necessary and needed and incredible opportunities to dive into. But there's a really good chance that maybe around 40, you start thinking, I don't wanna do this for the next 30 years. So I would encourage you, when you start that business or when you start dreaming about that business, go ahead and do yourself the favor of dreaming how you're gonna leave that business too, and not leave the revenue behind. So maybe taking all of that revenue from one business and pushing it into real estate in another might be an incredible opportunity to make sure that you don't have to walk into your office door at 75 to make sure all your bills are paid. That's exactly what our intention was. We built this project with the intent to be able to cash flow, have some mailbox money coming in, eventually refinance and use that capital to build another project, so that we eventually won't have to walk into our office door every day and can experience a lot more freedom and time enjoyment. Hey, you. Yeah, you. I need you to like and subscribe to this page so the YouTube algorithm can get this out to the people that need to see it. Listen, I'm an ENTJ in Myers-Briggs, a 3 on the Enneagram, and my love language is words of affirmation. So you've never met anyone more desperate for you to like and subscribe than me.